outer space, in outer space, in outer space, 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 in outer space, in outer space, in outer space.
Alright, welcome to episode 0000029 of the Vast Differences Podcast. I'm ThugLife.
And I'm Charity.
And today
we're gonna talk about
Charity's birthday.
Superheroes.
Normally, but first, an advertisement from our advertiser. But today, we actually have no advertisers. So, a moment of silence for our lost advertisers. I'm quite disappointed in our fan base. We ask you every episode to share on your professional LinkedIn networks, but only like 5 of you have. Louis Vuitton didn't get the amount of website hits that they were expecting with their advertisers, so they withdrew from advertising with us.
Yeah. I'm really glad you said that we're going to talk about our birthday my birthday, because I was trying to choose between one or two topics. And I was like, my birthday's coming. Or my birthday's here. Or past, depending on when you listen to the podcast. Or superheroes. And then you said it, and I was like, I don't have to make that decision anymore. Let's talk about superheroes.
If I would have waited half a second and said it at the same time as you, that would have meant this podcast ended forever.
Oh, yeah.
We dodged a bullet really narrowly there.
Yeah. Good thing I had to take another breath.
Not that it matters if this podcast ended forever. Now it doesn't make any money anymore.
So much swimming in dough, cookie dough, ice cream. Yeah.
Cream of corn.
So
Cornfields. Field of dreams.
corn. Oh. Okay, so
I thought we were doing free association.
So I'm going to be talking about my topic first because I'm super excited. So tomorrow I'm going to be seeing tomorrow I'm going to be seeing the new Avengers movie.
Like X-Men.
X-Men? What? No, get out of here with that DC stuff. Marvel all the way. But I'm going to... Wait, is X-Men Marvel? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Oh my God. See, X-Men is not part of the Marvel universe, so I always just set it aside. But yeah, it is a Marvel movie.
They're in the same universe. It's just not in their contracts. The deal is that Fox owns X-Men or something like that.
Ooh.
So whereas hypothetically in the Infinity Wars, Wolverine could show up and save the world, he's contractually obligated to stay out of it. Like Spider-Man was up until recently. Sony owned Spider-Man or something like that before the current people do. Like they had the rights to make the movie, but they just kept making movies that weren't very good. And they were saying, man, these Marvel movies are awesome. And finally they just kind of gave up. It's technically some type of shared marketing or licensing deal. But basically they were just like, we can't make a good Spider-Man movie. Please, by all means. I'm
glad they did, because now we get to enjoy it instead of them just trying to churn out poop and call it gold and be like, enjoy this. Because now, I want to see superheroes together, interacting together. That's what I want to see, and it sucks that all these money-hungry... I can't say words that I want to say on the podcast, but all these money-hungry beeps are, stopping me from having enjoyment in life.
You hit the nail on the head. When they're interacting, that's the best part. Both the romantic banter between Bruce Banner and Tony Stark, that's the best part. The back and forth they've got, that rapport that they've established.
Yeah.
Then also, if the movie was 2.5 hours, nothing but them jumping together in slow motion, I would still watch that. Those scenes are awesome.
Yeah, or even Iron Man and Captain America, they're interesting because they're teammates, but they also have some clashing ideas. I would just watch the crap out of that. And I'm really,
Do you consider
really
Captain
excited.
America a superhero?
Huh?
Do you consider Captain America a superhero? He feels like the weakest superhero to me out of everybody. Even Batman is more super than he is.
Dude, have you seen the Captain America movies?
Yeah, I don't know. He just seems like such a nerd. I can't do anything cool. He's just strong.
The dude stopped a helicopter from taking off. What more do you need to be considered a superhero? Can you stop a helicopter from taking off?
If he had cool gadgets, if he had his shield that it could shoot fire or something like that, I'd be more excited about him.
He has a shield that always comes back to him, and it's doesn't follow the laws of physics according to Spider-Man.
You know who else does? Aboriginal Australians. 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, but theirs wasn't made of vibranium, and they didn't have superpowers like Captain America did. Like, I can't believe you just insulted my boy.
Is he your favorite, really?
He's not my favorite, but he's like super
Did you
awesome.
vote for Trump?
Dude, don't make me jump through the screen and like pop you upside the forehead.
If Captain America is your favorite, that's basically...
I didn't say he was my
same thing.
favorite. I just said he's not my favorite. Why are you pushing my buttons this morning? This is something I'm truly passionate about.
Okay, sorry. Let's reset this. Let's reset. Okay, why I was interrupting you like a jerk this whole time. Okay, reset. Superheroes, go. Ignore everything I just said.
You're so mean to me. You call me while I'm busy.
I'm sorry. I was just
like...
feeling honored because I've been waiting here for 30...
You tell me I voted for Trump? Like, ugh, I don't even like the color orange. Why would I vote for him? Anyway, Captain America is a superhero. Although I must admit that I thought that he would be like a weaker person when I first thought of him. But then I saw the movie and I was like, this guy is legit. Like, he's amazing and he keeps everyone together.
That's a good point.
So
He's got some leadership qualities.
But no, my favorite superhero is definitely the Hulk.
¿Por qué?
He's amazing. Like, he has like so much anger. He just lets it all out instead of keeping it bottled up. He just lets it. Well, he tries to keep it bottled up, but then it just comes out. Anger to me has always been like a fascinating emotion, and he just takes it and runs with it, and he just destroys everything. But he like really tries to control everything, and he's in my admirable when he's like in Bruce Banner mode. Like Black Widow once said that he's the one guy who would be sure to win any fight, but he actively avoids all fights, and I think that's like so cool.
Yeah, I like
He's
that.
an admirable person.
Did you like Ragnarok?
Yeah, I thought that was really funny. I need to watch Ragnarok again. I was supposed to be watching movies before Infinity War. Last time the Avengers 2, Age of Ultron came out, like for weeks before, I had it set up for watching all the Marvel movies, one movie a day, and on weekends, 2 movies a day. And then by the time Avengers 2 came out, I had watched all of them, so I was completely caught up.
Oh, that's smart.
And I didn't do that again with this Infinity Wars because like there's so many more movies now.
It's tying in everybody now. Guardians of the Galaxy, Black Panther, everything.
Yeah, Black Panther, Spider-Man is coming in now, and Thor taking a comedic role. I'm not sure how much I like about that, because when he was like being all Thor and all serious and I am mighty Thor, blah, 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 I thought that was really cool. It's like, he's the serious superhero, and Tony Stark is the jokey one. But now in Thor Ragnarok, they made him the jokey one. And I think I gotta watch it again to appreciate it, because the first time I watched it, I was just like, ugh, why is he being so comedic?
He got a couple laughs when
like
he threw down that coffee cup with Natalie Portman. He's like, psh, another, and everybody's like, Thor's hilarious, and now he like has tried to redefine himself.
Yeah, but he wasn't trying to be hilarious. He was just being Thor, and that's one of the things I liked, especially like in the Age of Ultron when he was like making his long-winded speech, and he was being self-aware that he was making a long-winded speech, and he was like, I'm running out of things to say to distract you now, and like that was just him being Thor, but being accidentally funny. So.
Is Ant-Man gonna be in Infinity Wars?
I'm pretty sure
He's the weakest superhero, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in Infinity Wars. I mean, he was in Captain America: Civil War, so he's in all the war movies. Civil War, Infinity War. Yeah, I'm super excited. Like I can't wait till tomorrow. It's gonna be crowded though. We have like literally, we were like had to get to like the last 5 seats.
Oh, in South Korea they've got like the 3D, 4D, 4X movie theaters that you move and there's lights, laser sound, they spit water on you, all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, but I'd never watch anything besides 2D. 3D and 4D just scare me too much. I don't want to be in the movie. I want to watch it. You know what my first 3D experience was? It scared the crap out of me, and I swore to myself, I am never watching another 3D movie again unless I watch it first in 2D and know where all the jump scares were. So I've only seen 2 3D movies. The second one I saw was Tangled, and that was fine. The first 3D movie that I saw that put me off of 3D movies forever, we were at Disney World, and we watched some Muppets show.
Too real.
I did not enjoy it. It was my first 3D experience, and they had a lot of gags, meant for children. Because children are used to it probably, but me as an adult, as a first experience, I was like, get this away from me. I actually took my glasses off during the middle of the show and didn't put them back on because I didn't want anything more coming at me. I was like, no, not cool. I don't want to do this anymore.
The gimmicks can be a bit tiresome, but I don't know, now when they just do it, when they're not trying to show off, hey, we're doing 3D, look at us, and they just try to make it so it's more immersive, like you're able to appreciate better the depth, and I don't know, for me, I like it a lot. And even though it is gimmicky, the 4D is fun because the one in Korea, not only did it move and vibrate, and there were lasers and lights and wind and everything like that, but it also had water sprayers. So have you ever seen that movie with Tom Cruise, Oblivion?
No.
Oh, it's really good. Anyway, his girlfriend was asleep for like 500 years when they were traveling to another planet in Delta sleep. And then when she woke up, she sat up and she was all bewildered and she vomited forward into the screen. And then when that happened, they sprayed water on you.
Ew.
So, it felt like you were getting vomited on.
Ew, nope.
And that really added to the movie going.
No, thank you.
Luckily, they didn't combine that with scent. But they do also have scent. Like when I watched Hobbit flying over the Shire, you felt the wind. Your seat was gently swaying. You smelled daisies. It was really
okay.
Cool.
I would go for stuff like that, like gentle stuff, but nothing coming at me, nothing visual, and nothing sprayed in my face. I don't see how people can go to watch horror movies like that.
Yeah,
like that's just.
I would never watch a horror movie. Period. Not 3D, not 2D, not 1D.
No D's allowed.
Right.
Infinity Wars will be watched in 2D.
I'm excited for you to see it. I hope it fulfills all your expectations and it's as good as you hope and even better.
I'm sure it will. I've never been disappointed by a Marvel movie. Knock on wood.
Yeah. I think it'll be good. They've got too many talented people and too much money behind them at this point. It's a machine.
Exactly.
A perpetuating success machine.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I haven't watched any previews or watched any interviews or seen anything online. Anytime I see something even relating to Infinity Wars, I look the other direction. No posters.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
I'm going in completely blind.
You haven't seen the trailers either?
No trailer. I have not seen anything. I just know the only thing I looked up was the release date.
That's the way to do it. Make sure not to go on the internet today or tomorrow, though, because I did that for maybe 4 months before Star Wars Episode 7 came out. I was so excited, and I said I want everything to be a surprise. Didn't watch any trailer. When I would go to movies and a trailer was about to come on, I would close my eyes and hold my ears, but then also make noise and like be pumping my fingers in my ears so that I couldn't hear anything. I wanted everything to be a surprise. It was amazing. Then somehow I forgot about not going on the internet. The day before I was going to see it, I opened Twitter. The first thing I saw was some punk who had taken his phone into the theater, took a picture of Kylo Ren stabbing his dad with a lightsaber, which is the climactic moment of the entire film. And so I saw that just before going to see it, after having stayed off the internet for 4 months.
Yeah. I remember you told me this because then you muted me and wouldn't let me talk to you at the end of the podcast, and you got mad at me because you thought I was going to do some kind of spoiler stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm still sore, still bitter.
I've been burned too many times. Now I don't take any chances with this. Sorry for not trusting you.
No,
Trust no one.
the release date for South Korea, I don't know when it comes out in America, but most of my
It comes out sooner usually in South Korea.
yeah, so
Do you know
I don't
why?
have to worry about staying off the internet because I'll be the first one to see it.
I heard that's why it was that movie piracy is so rampant in South Korea because of the blazingly fast internet. That kind of as an incentive to give people to go see it in the theater, they're like, okay, we'll put it out here a couple weeks before any other countries. And so that was a benefit when I lived in South Korea. Oh, cool, we get to go see all the movies early.
Nice.
But in Japan, they come out 3 to 4 months later.
3 to 4 months?
Yeah, it's so crazy. Valerian, the city of 1,000 planets or whatever.
Yeah.
Just now in theaters here in Japan.
Why did they wait so long?
I read up on this too. The reason is because Japanese people are busy. There's not a whole lot of movie theaters. The theaters are super expensive when you go. And mostly because Japanese people are busy and they don't want to waste their time on crappy movies. So what they do is they wait until after a movie has come out to see what the reception is in the rest of the world, see if it made money. Then if the movie turns out to be good, then they'll start advertising for it. So the companies don't want to waste money like advertising on a movie that people are going to go see and go disappointed. They only show the good movies that were successful in other places. With the exception
Wow.
of huge blockbusters like Ready Player One came out last weekend and Avengers comes out this weekend. So if it's like a guaranteed success, it'll come out on the right time. But otherwise, they wait to see what the reception is in the rest of the world first, and then. Crazy.
Wow.
But it's too expensive.
That's something.
It was $18 a piece for the tickets, plus $8 because it was 3D, plus $1 for the glasses. So what's that? $37 for a movie or something like that?
18 plus 9, 27?
Oh yeah, $27 for a movie.
That's ridiculous.
It's too much. In Mexico, it was $3.
And that's not even with popcorn.
It's not. That's true. It was another however much.
Damn.
The chicken was really good, to be fair. They seasoned it so deliciously, and the fries also. And they really thought, because you don't want to have to be dipping fries into ketchup in the dark, and so they put tomato powder on the fries. And so you're eating it, you're like, oh, ketchup, as soon as it combines with your saliva.
What? That's insane.
It's delicious.
That's
It's really
insane.
good.
That's so cool. Wow. Okay, cool. That's a cool idea. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited.
All right. Well,
Superheroes are great.
superheroes are good. You know what else is good? It's your birthday
Yay!
today. Happy birthday, Charity. Not only is it your birthday, it's your 29th birthday. Not only is it your 29th birthday, today is the 29th episode of Vast Difference, which took an amazing amount of foresight and planning and math for you to orchestrate this. But
I
props
planned
to
it
you.
this way, you know. But yeah, so the last year of my 20s, next year I'll be hitting those big 30s, and they say that it's all downhill from there. And I'm like, huh, I think my downhill started when I was 22. Like, oh no, 25, because nothing great comes after 25. 25 is like when you're allowed to rent a car, and after that, there's no more milestones.
There is, though. I don't know. I think I've had more fun and been happier in my 30s than any other.
Oh, yeah, but you also get like stuff like your first back pain, your first go to sleep at 7 p.m., your first senior citizens discount.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But no, I'm excited. I just my 20s have been going on from seriously thinking that I've been in my 20s for half my life. That's what it feels like, even though I've only been there for a third of my life.
I guess for the first 10 years, you're not really conscious.
Yeah, and the second 10 years go by quickly because like puberty and hormones, and then school and graduating and college and all that stuff. But then once all the dust settles, you're in your 20s, and it goes by so slow. And it always amazes me to think that I've spent like almost now 6, but it will have been 7 years of my life in Korea. Well, with a year off in Argentina.
Yeah, that's like almost half your life.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's weird though, because it's like you don't realize how much time has gone by. And suddenly you're 29, and there are people who are still being like, I'm 23, I'm 24. And you think about when I was that age, I had just gotten to Korea, but it seems like that was just much longer. It's just weird. It's a lot of weird things when you're traveling abroad in your 20s.
30s are really good, and you still got a couple years. And anyway, the people that are like 23 and stuff, you might look at them and think, oh, I'm jealous, they're so young. But joke's on them, planet's going to end. So they get to enjoy this.
I'm not jealous of them being young. I'm just like, the only reason I would go back to being young would be like to start all the opportunities that I have now earlier. Because there are some things that I didn't realize, and I'm like, I wish I started that earlier. But I'm pretty happy with my life. Like, I'm pretty happy with all the decisions that I've made, where they've taken me, and how they've affected things and the people around me. It's a pretty darn good life.
You should be.
Yeah.
You should be. You've got a pro bono podcast.
Yeah.
Probably other good stuff. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody loves you. You have lots of Facebook friends, and everybody's like always excited about everything you post.
Yeah.
You're captain of a frisbee team.
Facebook friends, that isn't an indication. But I am happy with the people in my life. Like, I think I am really lucky to know the people that I know and interact with the people that I can interact with. I have a lot of positive people. I'm on Reddit a lot, and then I read accounts of like people being surrounded by negative people, or like coming across like these a-holes that they work with, or like in traffic, or like in their family or stuff. And I'm like, I'm really lucky, because I read these stories and I'm like, it can't be real. People like this don't actually exist. Like, do they? Because I've never like encountered well, I have, but it's just like swept away in my memory. It was only like maybe in passing, but the ratio of good people that I meet versus bad people I meet is very skewed towards the good people side, and I'm very lucky about that.
It is luck, but it's also based on your personality and your energy attracting other people that are similar, and then also your positive outlook on life, that when something bad happens, that you kind of just brush it off and go along with your life, and you remember and treasure and even replay many times the good things that happen in your life. There are people that maybe have a less effective worldview, that whenever the smallest thing happens to them, they blow it out of proportion and they focus on that. And so it's cool that you've got it figured out, because as a result, you live a much, much happier life than probably most of the world.
One thing I am terrible at, though, is like taking compliments. So I am just like, oh my gosh, say something funny, say a joke, lighten the pressure or whatever. Because anytime someone gives me a compliment, I'm like, run away.
It could also be, we talked about the world being a simulation, kind of a Truman Show thing.
Yeah.
As the star of the show, people can't be too mean to you.
Because then they'll be on camera.
Suicide, the
be
show
mean.
gets canceled.
Don't be a jerk to this person where the whole world will see that you're a jerk.
Oh, true, yeah.
Living in my bubble.
Happy 29th birthday.
Thank you.
Congrats on having a cool life, and here's to even better 30s. But you still got 2 more years until you're in the
And
30s.
here's to also many more episodes of this podcast.
Yes.
Happy birthday
until we
to
pick
this
the same
podcast.
topic, which we almost did today.
Oh gosh, that was almost a nightmare.
I've got an idea. What if, so rather than ending it forever, if we ever pick the same topic, it just goes on hiatus until we get, let's pick some crazy number, like 10,000 downloads
Oh God.
per episode.
Let's go for
So that way the podcast will live on and people will see it exists, and when they get to the episode, they'll just be like, oh man, it's gone over? No, I'm going to have to go on a marketing camp, and they'll start to like viral marketing, word of mouth, and then actually it might be good that our podcast ends. So
But then I won't have anything to do on my Tuesday mornings, and I'll be so sad.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to Charity, happy birthday to you.
Thank
many
you.
more.
Thank you, ThugLife. Thank you
On
very,
Channel
very
4.
much.
Scooby-Doo on Channel 2.
Although I wasn't really,
Frankenstein on
I don't know if I can get called a birthday. More like a removal day. C-section, baby. Happy removal day to you.
They cut you out of your mama's womb.
Nice. And only I have the power to kill Macbeth now. Sucks to suck, suckers.
On that note. Okay, note song. Never mind. Wait, we haven't done any jokes or puns in a long time. We got to come up with one right now.
No, God, no. Oh no, his thinking face is on, guys. I'm so sorry.
What should I go for? Birthday or superhero?
Superhero.
Okay. What is the Great Lakes' favorite genre of movie? Superhero.
Oh no.
Kind of sounds like superhero. If you say it with a slur, superhero, like superhero, like superior. This is a pretty good joke, right?
You're such a dork. Oh my God. I think my favorite part of these puns is just your facial expression after you tell them.
Just marveling at my own creations, or what is it? Or is it regret and shame?
None. There is none. It's only coming from our end, not from you. There's only pride and accomplishment coming from you.
I mean, it is the greatest pun yet invented.
No.
No, just kidding.
I think you don't know the meaning of puns. I think you're just doing jokes.
Or do I?
No, you don't.
What do you, Okay, I got it. Hold on. I gotta do a little bit of research. What do you get when a world famous Olympian Steve Redgrave and his girlfriend go to Olive Garden, but he loses track of time, and his friend is ordering for him, and never mind. Okay, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks everybody for tuning in to episode 00029 of Fast Differences Podcast. Make sure to share on your professional LinkedIn networks, please. Also, sorry I put the wrong email address. If you tried to send us an email, we didn't get it. Please.
So it was really his fault, guys, not yours.
See, my bad.
It's never our fan base's fault anyway.
Fast Differences Podcast.
But we like to pretend sometimes. Shoot the blade.
All right, I'm ThugLife.
And I'm 29-year-old Charity. and this was Vast Differences. Nice.